upon the content that you have here. Now, there's another feature here or some other features here within Brisk AI that we're going to go a little bit more in depth to. A little bit of a mix of what you would need the subscriber part for and what is available for free. And it's this area here under the Brisk button that we didn't really touch on before, but it's called Give Feedback. So within Brisk Teaching AI, there are four different types of feedback styles here. We have the targeted one. So the targeted one would take would take comments or would take a student Google Doc and make your comments align to your rubric and your standards, and allow you to leave that feedback for students that they could then take and they would use them as suggestions to make improvements then upon whatever it is that they're working on. And as you can see, this one does have the little ribbon down here at the bottom. So the targeted feedback would be definitely one that would be for subscribers. Then they have Glow and Grow, which is going to give the student feedback for things that they're doing as well as areas where they need some improvement. And I know I remember back in my student teaching days and getting ready because, I had to do parent-teacher conferences, right? And I remember my cooperating teacher, she said to me, what you want to do is the sandwich philosophy. And I'd never heard what the sandwich philosophy was before it. And so she's like, yeah, you're going to sandwich the bad between two different goods. So make sure that you're always telling the parent first thing, something good about their student, then slip in kind of those areas for improvement that they need. And then finally end with something good or some other area that you see them improving upon too. So I think that kind of fits along with that philosophy that I learned very early on, and I definitely carried it through in the classroom and through with parent-teacher conferences, and I think it made my conferences anyway go a heck of a lot smoother because of that. And the same thing then applies to the different paper. So the other areas here of feedback are rubric criteria, and I know David is going to go off and talk about some examples there with the criteria based upon the different categories you would set up within your rubric. So you would give your rubric as part of that, which you can also have, by the way, Brisk help you create that rubric for. And then it also gives some suggestions to students on perhaps some next steps that they can take, either to build up some of their paper, give it a little bit more depth, a little bit more meat to it, or suggestions that they could take. Maybe even sometimes like you need more examples here, or maybe this wording of this sentence is a little bit different, or could be done a little bit different. So take some time and fix those things. And again, the student then has to decide how to integrate that feedback they get into improving whatever their assignment happens to be.